Hey guys, welcome back to the Indic Observer. Today we will be talking about India's response to Pahalgam's massacre. In the slide, clockwise from the top left is S. J. Shankar, Minister of External Affairs. Top right corner is Rajnath Singh, Minister of Defense. Bottom right corner is the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. And bottom left corner is Ajit Doval, National Security Advisor. On the night of April 22nd, 2025, an incident unfolded in Pahalgam's Kashmir that sent shockwaves across the nation and triggered a series of events that have now put India and Pakistan on edge. At the heart of this response, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi cut short his diplomatic visit to Saudi Arabia, abruptly returning in the middle of the night as news of this tragedy broke. The entire nation was watching and hoping for clarity. And so, under the cover of the night, Modi returned and immediately convened an emergency high profile meeting with key officials, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, External Affairs Minister S. J. Shankar, and other senior government officials. What happened in Pahalgam was not just another terrorist attack, it was a cold, calculated strike that brought the entire nation to its feet. India's response, even before it had fully been articulated, was already making waves in Pakistan, who quickly began to anticipate a strong retaliation. Pakistan, sensing that India was acting swiftly, started moving its military planes to air bases near Jammu and Kashmir as it prepared for what many expected to be a knee jerk military response from India. Their assumption was that India, outraged by the attack, would seek immediate revenge. In fact, that's what many people in India thought and wanted as well, as the incident had chilling effect on the country. Now let's talk about the perpetrators. I created a video yesterday, and in that video I mentioned that Pakistan's involvement could not be overlooked. And it's important to highlight this once again. The attackers behind this heinous attack were not just random militants. No, they were trained terrorists, part of a larger orchestrated plan. Out of the seven attackers, four to five have been identified as Pakistani nationals. Suleiman Shah and Abu Talha, both of whom have been identified as known members of the Resistant Front (TRF), which operates under the banner of Lashkar-e-Toiba, a terror outfit with deep roots across Pakistan. The attack itself was chilling one. Innocent lives were lost, and the attackers, in a cowardly act, fled into the dense forest of the region. Their goal was to escape and hide into treacherous mountain terrain, making it almost impossible for our Indian forces to apprehend them swiftly. But what followed next was even more interesting. To divert attention from Pahalgam, infiltrators attempted to cross the line of control near Baramulla, hoping to draw the Indian military's focus away from the actual culprits. These infiltrators wanted to buy time for the attackers to slip deep into the jungle, believing they could evade capture. But they were wrong. The Indian Army, as always, responded with precision and in swift and decisive operation, which came to be known as Operation Tikka. Two infiltrators were eliminated before they could do any significant damage. This showed the resilience and efficiency of Indian armed forces, even when faced with such a multi-faced threat, and were able to foil the enemy's plan. But let's be clear, Pakistan is watching. They know that India's patience is running thin. We all know Pakistan has nothing to lose. Their economy is in shambles. Their internal political situation is dire, and they are hoping that India will bite and engage in military conflict. You ask why? Because a confrontation with India might just provide them with an outlet to rally their people, distract them from internal struggles, and frankly, offer some hope for the troubled economy. But in this situation, the stakes are high, and India has made it clear it will not be drawn into a trap. India's defense minister has already made a firm statement saying that the immediate priority is to target the attackers and dismantle the network behind them, and then the masterminds, sitting comfortably in their safe havens, will not remain safe for long. The military response will be challenging due to the rugged terrain of the forest and mountains, so it won't be a quick surgical strike. It's a tough landscape, one that will test the resolve and capabilities of India's forces. But here's where it gets even more interesting, right? India's Cabinet Committee on Security, which is CCS, a group known for its wisdom and high level headedness, has decided not to react emotionally. Instead of rushing into a knee jerk reaction, they have taken a series of diplomatic measures signaling that India's response will be calculated, firm, and direct. Now, let's go through these measures one by one. First, the Indus Water Treaty of 1960, which governs the sharing of river waters between India and Pakistan, has been put on hold with immediate effect. This is a significant move because Pakistan's economy is already struggling and their agricultural sector depends heavily on the waters of Indus River. With summer approaching, the withdrawal of water could lead to severe water shortages in Pakistan, especially in the regions like Sindh and Punjab. The people of Pakistan may soon find themselves questioning their own leaders. Why would they risk it all for the sake of terrorism? Why put their own people through such a crisis? Second, the integrated checkpost border at Atari, a major point of cross border trade, has been closed now. Pakistanis who had crossed over with a valid visa have been given a deadline to return before May 1st, 2025. And the third one is Pakistani nationals will no longer be able to travel to India under the SARC visa exemption scheme. Any visas previously issued are now cancelled, and those currently in India have 48 hours to GTFO. This move sends a strong signal. India is not just reacting, it is taking concrete steps to protect its interest. Moreover, the defense, naval, and air advisors in Pakistan's High Commission in New Delhi, India, have been declared persona non grata. These diplomatic positions, including 5 support staff, will be withdrawn immediately. India, in return, will be recalling its own advisors from Islamabad, Pakistan. This diplomatic tit for tat could have long term ramifications on the already strained relationship between the two nations. And finally, the overall strength of both countries' diplomatic missions will be reduced. India's High Commission in Pakistan will be downsized to just 30 personnel by May 2025, down from 55. A similar reduction will take place in Pakistan's High Commission in New Delhi. This is not a emotional reactive response from India. This is a measured strategic response to send a clear message to Pakistan that you can't use terrorism as a tool of foreign policy. India will always protect its interest and it will hold Pakistan accountable for its action. But make no mistakes, these are just the initial reactions, right? The diplomatic and military landscapes are still evolving, and the real test will come when India finally decides to act on ground. A surgical strike, that's what everyone is waiting for. But time will only tell how the situation unfolds and what kind of actions will be taken. And in the coming days, we will know whether this incident will remain a mere diplomatic showdown or escalate into something far more serious. Well, one thing is certain: India's resolve has never been stronger. And for Pakistan, the clock is ticking. And with that being said, I conclude today's discussion on the Indic Observer. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you love what we are doing here, hit that subscribe button. This is a conversation and not a monologue, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep observing. See you next time.